Yo, 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 yo. Welcome to another episode of NFL Review. I am your host, Mike Sean. I have my co-host, Reggie Fresh. We are in the building. What's going on, Reggie?
Hey, what's going on, Mike? What's going on?
Oh, man, nothing much, man. Weekend.
Yes, sir.
Week is here. Weekend's done. Thanksgiving's coming up.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna get fat. Hey man, so you guys are 10-0, but we'll get into that later on.
Okay.
So with the NFL, we had a great weekend of play. So tell me, Reggie, do you think that your arch rivals, the Cleveland Browns, do you think they are a playoff team?
First of all, you talking about the Baltimore Browns or whatever? You know, they still the Cleveland Browns. But do I think they're a playoff team? Well, they got a good quarterback, and you know, they make a little run for it every now and then. But when it comes down to it, especially coming out of our division, they the same old Browns. They got two good runs.
What's that Genuine song? Same old G.
Same old Browns.
Same old Browns.
And this is what I tell people like Detroit Lions, the Bengals, the Browns, teams like that, man, they so used to losing, they don't know how to win. That's why Belichick is so good for New England, because he lost so many years and he took all that losing together and went to New England. He didn't have no choice but to win.
I like that. So they are not a playoff team.
Oh no.
Oh, they're gonna fall and fumble and.
Nah.
Okay.
Bob Wallace, I'll give Bob Wallace a better chance than that right here down the street.
Dang. That's pretty harsh, man.
Bob Jones, whatever the name of the school is.
I know. You mean Bob Jones?
Yeah, Bob Jones.
Okay, yeah, Bob Wallace. I was like, man, what you talking about?
I'm talking about the street, but I mean Bob Jones, yeah.
Yeah. So I understand you don't want to talk no more about the Browns. They are your arch rivals.
They
do you think
they ain't been good since Jim Brown?
Since Jim Brown? Dang.
They ain't been, they pitiful.
Man, that's like the 60s.
That's right.
That's terrible.
That's terrible.
Moving on. Now, do you think that Derrick Henry is the best running back in the league right now?
Now, Derrick Henry,
No.
first of all, the Pittsburgh Steelers shut him down, so he ain't the best. The best, nobody shuts you down. But here's the deal. I don't like Alabama, but I got to give him props. He's a bad running back. He's all right. But I got to go with my man Cook out there in Minnesota. He's my number one back. And then I'm going to go with him.
Okay. Man, that's harsh, man. I mean, I know you're a Steelers fan, but just because the Steelers stopped him short doesn't mean that he's not the best back.
He's not the best in my book.
Not in your book. But you would say, like...
Overall, I don't think he's the best. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody got opinion. I think Henry is the number 2 back right now. I got to go with Cook. I think he's the
cool.
Cook number 1 to me. But I'm glad that Henry beat the Baltimore Ravens. Yes.
Oh yeah. Okay. So there was a game that happened this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Cowboys, they pulled off a win.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
Oh, Lord, hey, man, let me tell you something. It took them 9, but let's just say this way, a whole month and 11 days. That's almost 40 days to win one game to add on to their 2 wins. So to me, it was a dirt bowl. And the NFL should be arrested and be ashamed of themselves for allowing that team to play on Thanksgiving. I feel like these 4 teams that are playing, the Washington don't even have another name. They just got a name called Washington. They ain't even got another name to them. 3-7. Detroit Lions 4-6. Dallas Cowboys 3-7, and the Texans 3-7. It's pathetic to have them 4 teams to play on national TV in front of millions at a record like that. Terrible. They need to switch games with somebody else that's going to be good for people to eat their turkey and watch. And of course, the main event, the Baltimore Ravens with the 6-time world champs, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Prime time, baby, and we're going to do it Pittsburgh style.
Hey, man, look, I done already told you, man, you can't be going in on every other team except for your team. I mean,
hey,
so the Cowboys don't get any kind of credit.
They don't get. I can't stand the Cowboys. I hate them with a passion.
So I'm not going to get like a legitimate answer free of bias.
I tell you, hey, listen, man, the Dallas Cowboys are the team that the showboat. America's team, which that's who we was. We didn't want the name. They called themselves American team. That's like if you want to be called big baller, shot caller, you got to do big things. You can't be in a big AT&T stadium with the roof that comes off, and you got a lot of money around, and you got all these fans cheering for you, and your record is 3-7. It ain't gonna work here. It's not gonna cut the mustard, brother Mike.
I understand what you're saying, man, but every time we talk about the Cowboys, it always revolves about their stadium and the money and the fans.
It don't add up. That's what I'm telling you, bro. If you're gonna do big things, you gotta play big. You can't have no record with 3-7. That's like a janitor that works in that's mopping up stuff, and he's trying to get a lady that's a 6-figure woman. Not to say it can't happen, because you know, if you love somebody, it don't matter. But my point is, you gotta bring something to the table, or you can't talk about it.
Well, they have some diehard fans.
They are some diehard
fans. Are the ones who are basically providing that stadium and providing that revenue stream for the Dallas Cowboys.
But check this out. You're right. Yeah. But when they lose, you can't find them. If I lose, you're still going to talk to me as if I'm a winning team. Because, see, when you lose, you got to come on back. Now they're coming out of the woodwork because, matter of fact, can we just go on to let me tell you the whole segment how I feel about the fans while we had it.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Let me go on and tell you what I feel about the Dallas Cowboy fans. I haven't heard from none of them for a whole month or so. And when they get one win, they have the audacity to call MC Reggie Fresh and say, hey, how about them boys? Are you serious? You mean to tell me you're going to call me when you won 3 games in about 30 days or so, and you want to say them boys? Man, it's ridiculous. They must be out of their damn mind. And you know the messed up part about it is they almost tied for first place. Ridiculous.
So let me ask you that. Let me ask you that, man. Like, so they can actually have a losing record and get into the playoffs.
Terrible. They need to skip out of them teams and go to the next team with a better record. They need to the whole NFC East need to go. I'm telling you, I can put 4 teams together to play better than all them teams. They are horrible. And it don't make no sense for them teams to even think about the playoff. Because you know why? It's not fair to the other team. They get to play at home, and then some great team like us come and play them and beat them. That was a free game to us. To the other teams, it's like, hey, y'all might just let Pittsburgh have that game. Now, any given Sunday, but when your record is 3-7 in the playoffs, not going to cut the mustard. And it's pathetic. And these fans fans got the nerve to be cheering and rah-hooing about the Dallas Cowboys with a 3-7 record? Ridiculous.
But they are going into the right direction. They got two legitimate.
Hey, next year they need to do some more building. Period.
They have a decent receiving core. They have decent backs, and Andy Dalton he's a decent quarterback.
They got one star back, one star receiver, which is Cooper. He ain't doing nothing. Then they got that other guy, but that's it. When you don't have them, then what? I'm sick and tired of all these teams with one star. It ain't gonna work, Brother Mike. Look at the Baltimore Ravens. All you hear is Jackson. All you hear is Jackson. But he ain't got exposed. All that running ain't gonna cut it. And you're gonna need more than one. Let's forget about the eyes and think about the weeds. Because if you don't, you're gonna be sitting in front of the TV during the holiday, watching the playoffs and watching the Super Bowl. It's just that simple. So as a team, we come together collectively, and that's why we 10-0, because ain't no stars in Pittsburgh. We all stars.
I mean,
so to them teams get that, it's a wrap.
I feel you, but I think that they are going in the right direction.
They ain't going in the right direction, Brother Mike. You want to know why?
A win is a
they
win.
They had a bye week. They got a lot of rest, and they played a week 14 Vikings. Only thing the Vikings got is Cook. So what I'm saying, Mike, they don't even want to play for their coach. They don't care what that coach say. They don't like you. And they get one win. And another reason why they had a good chance of winning, why they won, the coach they got, he goes against the Vikings every year. He knows the play. He plays them twice a year. So that was a give me for them. And they still should have lost, but they got 3 games. 3 whole games. Their feet is longer than they daggone record. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree with you, but to all the Dallas Cowboy fans out there, winning this past weekend was a good sign that you guys are moving into the right direction. Now, if I was you guys, I would have never called Reggie Fresh up after just one win and talk about them boys. I'd have waited for about, 2 or 3 more wins to start doing that. But they are moving in the right direction.
Then I would have told them kindly, you're right. And then I would have told them they still got they just rebuild for next year. It goes back to Ezekiel Elliott.
Yes.
The guy that you said that was great. Well, you think he's a good running back. I didn't say he wasn't a good running back. I just said he ain't worth no damn $80 million. That's what I said.
Yeah.
When you get $80 million, whether you got that or anybody else around you, you better get 8 yards of carry. If you can't do that, you ain't getting no $80 million from MC Reggie Fresh. Not gonna happen. And right now, he got 100 yards last night against a weak Viking defense. He ain't had 100 yards in 9 weeks. Pathetic.
So is he better than y'all's backs?
Zeke Elliott is better than our back, but see, as a whole he is, but as a unit he's not, because we work together. Again, it ain't about the eye. Because see, if you took our backs, if you took all 3 of our backs and went against him, if something happened to him, we good. We still got 3 backs. You ain't got
they have another back that's they have another back that's kind of like rising to the occasion. He got 100 yards.
He's just a one down run, that's all. He comes in and make a spurt because he's been rested. I can get out there with all my energy and take off and get a few yards the first time I touch the ball, but can he do it consistently? No.
Yeah.
So what I need Zeke Elliott to do to stop doing this all the time, stop it, because you're not doing that for $80 million. I need you to be the top running back the whole season, and you're not doing it, and you have the audacity to hold on for 4 weeks so you can get $80 million. Ridiculous. And that's the type of stuff that I'm talking about, Brother Mike.
Yeah.
I don't give you professional. Yeah. I'm not giving no kind of respect. I mean, not just respect. I give him respect, but I ain't gonna give him no. I'm not gonna be lenient here on. because it don't make sense. You're making $80 million. They paid you $80 million. You got to produce. If I work for you, brother Mike, and if I'm not producing, you either gonna less pay me or you're gonna get rid of me.
Yeah.
Either or. And that's how I feel about that.
Gotcha. So, what do you tell these Cowboy fans out there that are excited about this one win? What do you tell them?
I tell them, they might as well go. If they want to do all that, they'd be better off getting that PlayStation 5, lining it up, and they got the joystick with somebody else who don't use the joystick and win and celebrate that. That's what I think about it. That's what they need to do.
That's harsh, man. That is harsh. So I got you, kind of all amped up about the Cowboys. Let's go ahead and talk about your Steelers.
Oh,
so,
man, let's do it.
Your team is 10-0 right now.
Yes, sir.
Right? So will you guys be considered a failure if you do not make it to the Super Bowl?
Not at all.
What?
Not at all.
No.
Not at all. Because you know why I might won? First of all, we ain't got nothing to prove to nobody. We the Pittsburgh Steelers, number one. Number two is, all these teams, they got to catch up. We got them rings, baby. We got them, and they hard to get. So you got to catch up, number one. So we can miss out 3 or 4 years. We still ain't got, you got to pass us up. So it's going to take at least a lot of teams to pass us up to get sick. So we ain't going to be no failure. And if we don't go and don't win, if we do go, we beat ourselves. Because right now, I don't see nobody messing with us. Everybody talking about the Kansas City Chiefs. And all you seeing and all you news, you sports players, you sports media, I'm going to tell y'all something. Today, you finally admit that we're the number one team when you should have been saying it all along. Because last night, if the Pittsburgh Steelers had played the Kansas City Chiefs, we would have busted their butt. Because the Raiders don't have no defense. He had all kinds of time doing what he wants to. But guess what, Mahomes? It wouldn't have worked last night if you was playing Pittsburgh. I can guarantee you. Because we bring it. And when we play them in the playoffs, I'm trying to tell you what's going to happen.
I'm listening. So, what if y'all lose to them? What if you guys lose to them and we come back on the show? Like, what are you going to say?
Like I said again, we beat ourselves.
But what if you guys get stumped 30-0?
Oh, not going to happen. Not going to happen.
If you guys lost convincingly, are you still going to say, oh, we beat ourselves?
No, I don't make excuses. I'm a high achiever. High achiever make excuses. I'm going to say, tip my head off to them.
Yeah.
Good luck. Y'all won. I mean, it was a good game or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's not going to happen.
Gotcha. Okay. I mean, I know I'm not a psychic or anything, but I just know the kind of hate you're going to get once y'all start falling short.
Man, we ain't got number 6 more weeks. Ain't too much shortness we can do if you look at our record.
Yeah.
We should win out. We should win every game on the board. And we should look. If we lose any game, it'll be the last game, which is the Cleveland Browns. You want to know why I say that? Because none of our starters be playing.
Okay. So, I know you love your coach.
Mm-hmm.
I know you love him.
The best coach in the business.
Omar Epps. He looks like Omar Epps.
He do look like Omar.
So, if you were Tomlin, would you be satisfied with your team's record?
No. Because we looking forward. The record is just perfect. We not perfect. Our record is perfect. We look forward to the next game, which is Baltimore Ravens. Next question.
So, and I don't mean to laugh about this, but what do you think about Brown and Bell?
Well, obviously they're not with us, and you see we win with them or without them. Next question.
So how do you feel about Juju getting hurt?
Bumps and bruises. He'll be all right.
Okay. So Reggie Fresh.
Yes, sir.
Let's say you guys do make it to the Super Bowl by some miracle you guys are in there undefeated, who do you think
sir.
you'll be playing? Are you still thinking it's going to be the Cardinals?
I think, man, you know what? It's still going to be the Cardinals because even though they lost against the Seattle Seahawks, they still a better team. They just got beat that night. That's what I feel like. And I still think the Cardinals would be the one that's going to be in the Super Bowl. But if they happen to don't do it, I got to go with Seattle.
Oh, yeah, you know, fly high. Hey, man, so look, I know you're an old school hip hop fan.
Yes, sir.
Did you, by any chance, check the battle that happened this past weekend versus
with Jeezy?
And Jeezy?
Yeah,
Yes.
I seen it, but you know, I watched it for probably about 60 seconds.
Okay, cool.
And I'm going to tell you what I felt about it. I'm going to tell you what I felt about it.
Oh, go ahead.
Like Jeezy was dumb as hell for buying that, how much he spent on that suit he got on or whatever. And I think the fans that are chatting and talking about, oh man, this and that, and ain't none of them getting paid. They the one eating. See what I'm saying? So when I seen it, I got off of it and started making me some money. I don't care about all that.
Oh, yeah.
But if I would win with any of them.
Jeezy had on the jersey. You probably Gucci.
Who was it? Gucci, the one that bought the uniform.
Yeah.
My bad was Gucci. So, you know, I cut it out too quick. But I know I seen somebody with that, and they were talking about how much he paid for.
10 racks. I mean, it's a good investment if you're a rapper.
Well, listen,
you got to floss.
Yeah, that's true, but I can go to Goodwill and floss just as good with $10 and look just like that.
I hear that. Well, that pretty much wraps it up. Thank you, Reggie Fresh.
Yes, sir.
If you guys haven't already, like, share, subscribe to the channel, and we out. Yeah, it's Gucci.
Deucey.